in your sweat and toil, you shall have bread and wine, until with the ground you rejoin. For dust you surely are, so to dust you shall return.
My name is Casey Stone, and I am the producer and composer for Dust.
Awesome. Okay, so can you tell us what the film is about?
Dust is basically about this synthetic woman. She passed away, and so her parents brought her back as an android, and so she is basically trying to regain her humanity that she lost in the process. And so she hears about this upgrade that this guy called the Scientist is making. So she basically goes out to this motel to meet him to try out the upgrade, and things don't go as planned.
Why tell this story for your guys' senior thesis?
Well, originally it just kind of started as this. We wanted to make this atmospheric thriller. We didn't really know exactly what that meant at the time, but we had just seen some films that kind of fit that description, and so we were like, this is really what we want to do. And so we just kind of pursued that further and further, and then I think once Logan and Harrison started writing the story, we realized that we actually had something special and that we needed to pursue it further.
So can you tell us about how this film involves students in the EA program and the MJF program?
Yeah, I think that senior thesis projects like the EA program does, as well as the capstone thing that 562 is for digital film production, I think that they're wonderful ways to get your foot in the door and bring in new people who haven't necessarily had any experience outside of it, to kind of see what it's like, get a feel for what it's like to be on set, the post-production process, if they end up being a part of that as well. It's just a great way to meet people, build connections, network, that kind of thing. It's just always nice to have your name on something as well.
Awesome. So can you tell us at all about the Indiegogo campaign?
Yeah, our Indiegogo campaign, we shot a video at a motel here recently, and we're using that for our Indiegogo, and basically it's going to run for a total of 4 weeks, I believe. We're needing to raise a lot of money for a few different things that most other EA films haven't really had to worry about before. This one in particular, motels, is a big thing for our locations, and we're needing to pay for each individual room that we stay in, and so that money adds up pretty quickly. So that's something that we're needing funding for, as well as it's going to be pretty heavy on production design. So Salem needs a lot of money to go towards consumables, makeup, costumes, things like that. So those are the two things that we're really pushing, and then food is always a necessity, because more than likely we will have a few days where we're shooting well over 6 hours, so we need to make sure that the crew is fed and the morale is up.
Awesome. Okay, so last question, is there anything else you'd like us to know about Dust?
Dust comes out in May 2018. It will premiere at the EA Showcase here at Missouri State. It's going to be fun. We've got a long process ahead of us, but I'm really looking forward to production, as well as we've got a BTS series that's coming out alongside it, which should be pretty fun. That'll be on our Facebook page.
So I'm Logan Triplett. I'm the director of Dust. It's a senior thesis EA project here at Missouri State. So Dust is like a mystery thriller that's centering around this synthetic reporter who's kind of chasing the story about a crude upgrade that is supposed to make her more human. So her curiosity kind of gets the best of her and leads her down these twists and turns in the story, and it all kind of centers around this motel in like a small town. So first of all, I think Dust is a film that has so many cool opportunities, and it's just something that we haven't done before. But also, it centers on these themes of like self-identification and why humans are kind of tempted to be like a truer version of themselves, and also why like reporting is so important in society. So it has these big questions that are kind of proposed in the film, and it's interesting in that way. I think sci-fi films have that potential to ask those big questions. So that's something that we wanted to do, along with that kind of atmosphere of like foggy neon motel kind of vibe that we're going for. Since this film is an EA project, we have 5 people in the core group and this project will be kind of our life for the year starting from last May to this May. But we also have a crew of 20 plus people who are in different programs. So some of them are younger in the EA program, and then a lot of them are in the MJF department. So this film is kind of a conglomeration of all of their talents, and just like seeing what kind of film we can create and making the best product with everyone's amazing talent on the table. So. Our Indiegogo campaign will be released here in a little bit, so any help that you can give is greatly appreciated. We'll need every bit of it for all the production design that we're doing and so many other aspects of the film that will need funding. So we're just really excited about this film, and we can't wait to release it in the fall, so stay updated, follow us on Instagram, follow our page on Facebook, and it should be a fun ride, and we'll release a bunch of content along the way.
For dust you surely are, so to dust you shall return.
We're stoked to announce the launch of Dust's Indiegogo campaign at Missouri State University.
Dust is a slow burn science fiction thriller about a young synthetic girl striving to feel more human. Our film is non-traditional in the fact that it bears more similarities to the mystery and thriller genres than it does to science fiction.
We're on the fast track to production this fall with a compelling script, 2 teasers released, and our cast and crew assembled. And now that we're finally greenlit, we're ready to bring you on this journey with us.
Our vision for Dust includes multiple locations within a motel. It's an ambitious and expensive goal, but it will complement the story in an unmatched way.
Dust is set in a timeless world, and the best way to sell that is with good production design, honey, which is where I come in. We're going to need complex makeup, wardrobe, and props to make our synthetics come to life.
If a film is going to be successful and reach a large audience, we're going to need a strong marketing plan.
We're working with a lot of professional-grade equipment. However, everyday items can be a necessity, such as hardware and gaff tape, and these things can really add up.
Often overlooked, feeding the cast and crew is essential for production and maintaining everyone's morale, especially during long shoots.
As you can see, we've gathered a talented team of individuals who have worked on some great projects in the past. We're also looking forward to working with people in the Springfield community as we progress.
And we would like you to be a part of our team.
Be sure to check out our website and like our Facebook page so that you can keep up with our progress leading up to the release in May.
We appreciate you helping bring Dust to life, and we can't wait to go on this journey with you.